Am I ready for a few Ks this morning? Tommy 10K, here we go again. So, just like the last challenge that I did in July 2024, it's the 1st of January and yep, I'm doing Tommy 10K and pretty much going to get it smashed out this morning. I think I was going to get off, get it smashed out, and I've done with it. And then I've got rest at month to do some more Tommy 10K exercises with you. But welcome back to the channel anyway. It's great to have you all back, all 9 of you. Just want to cover a few areas before I set off. So I'll do my intro now, and then you'll see me set off from pretty much where I'm starting from my house in a second. Webbing, army issue webbing, bunch of pouches on there, and anyone that's ex-forces, believe me, bar magazines, everything is in there that would have been on exercise or on tour or anything. Jet boil, mess tins, water bottles, cups, first aid kit, you name it, it's all in there. In my magazine pouches, I've actually got batteries for the camera, charger cables, a tripod, a few other little bits, and my phone. So that all stays there, so I've got it on me if I need it. Day sack, Northern Ireland day sack, old camo, because it's the best. And strapped on the front is camel pack, army issue, water system. In there is everything I need to go and live out there in sticks for minimum a month before I have to start getting worried. But everything I need is in there. Roll mat, 2-man tent, you name it, it's all in there. Food, ration packs, you name it. Lighters, matches, waterproof everything. First aid kit, spare socks, bandages, it's all in there. Along with a little bit of weight, so I've actually got some 2-litre water bottles in there just to make it up to 20 kilos, just so I've got a bit of weight on me while I'm doing this challenge. Got my SAFA flag on there from last time, got my Out for Heroes flag on there from last time, and this time I'm representing Royal British Legion Industries on the Tommy 10K. That's my kit. Preparation before you set off doing anything like this, whether you did it last week for another challenge or you've not done one for 10 years and this is the first time you're doing it. Talcum powder. Get some talcum powder on your feet before you set off, then get your socks on. I mean absolutely cake your feet in talc. It'll save you from getting blisters, it saves chafing, it saves rubbing. If you get anything uncomfortable in your trainer, it just helps prepare your skin in advance. Water. Now, I've got about 4 litres of water in there, and believe me, I'll probably get through it all on these challenges when I'm out, deliberately, to try and just get as much fluids in me as possible. It'll help you, believe me, it helps you. First aid kit, take one. You never know if a car comes off at road or you snap your ankle, you name it, anything could happen when you're out and about, even on a dog walk. Get it in your kit, then you've got it. That way, if something happens to you, you've got a first aid kit to tell somebody else, it's in my pocket, it's in my pouch, can you get it out? And they can help perform first aid on you, if they know it, but if not, you do. Last of all, fuel. Water is your fuel, but food, start eating healthy. Get some greens in you. There were times last year where you couldn't pay me to eat greens. Now, I eat potatoes and broccoli like it's going out of fashion. 1, it's cheap, and 2, really good for you, especially when you're doing these challenges. Makes you feel full, it's a good meal to have after doing a good workout, and yeah, eat right and you'll be fine, but take on loads of fluid at the same time. So that's pretty much the kit. Combat 95s, Ubax top, t-shirt and a bush hat, pretty much it. And trainers, do it in your boots if you want to, but you know, I'm not a light guy. I want to be able to walk in something comfy that's going to cushion my steps, and should be all right. Socks, try and get some thick socks on, not too thick. You don't want to suffocate your feet, you want to keep a good blood flow through your feet when you're doing it. But get some socks on that are comfy, or even a couple of pairs of really thin socks, and it'll stop your feet from encountering any problems. And as well, on trainers, get some trainers that know you're fucked. So some that you do a lot of walking in. If you go out and buy a brand new pair of trainers to do a challenge in, you're going to have problems. Get some trainers, get on treadmill for an hour, keep them on, walk around the house, cook tea, go and do washing, go and do pot, have your trainers on. Better yet, if you have some trainers that are quite new or they're brand new, get them on, put them on as tight as you can, fill the bath up with hot water and go and sit in the bath and just roll your feet backwards and forwards in like that. and get your trainers to know your feet. Otherwise, they'll get to know your feet out there, and in doing so, they have to rub your foot in order for your feet to create all the crevices. If you take a trainer off that you've had 6 months, you can feel your toes at the bottom of them. That's when a trainer knows your foot. So get your trainers knowing your feet as quick as you can, and it will save you loads of hassle. So, without further ado, I think it's time to kick off this challenge. So everyone that's taking part, good luck. Don't overdo yourself. If you want to do a couple of 100 meters a day, by all means go for it. If you want to do 50 kilometers on first day, do it, but know your limits. Don't overdo yourself, because one wrong mistake or misjudgment in the first couple of days and it could knock you off at rest at month having foot problems or blister problems. So just please know your limits. I've been doing this for a while. I'm ex-forces. I know what to expect. I've bedded in some of the worst boots you can imagine, out on exercises, running, tabbing, you name it, in my army days. So I kind of know what's coming, and I know how to prepare myself at worst. So big thank you to RBLI for opportunity and letting me come on board. Great to represent and fly the flag for you guys this year. And who knows, hopefully through here there might be a few more challenges that I can do for you. But today, I'm going to get off, knock 10k out and take you with me. So strap in and we will get 10k done together, and hopefully by me showing you and taking you on the journey with me, it'll give you all a good understanding of how I like to tackle it. So that's my webbing and day sack on. I've got my water system here that I can just have a drink from whenever I like. Admin pockets, phone charger, batteries, camera, tripod, you name it, it's all here. Nice and comfortable, no massive gap between day sack and webbing. It's all nice and tight, it's firm, it's comfortable, and when it's on it feels like you're being cradled as well, so it makes it nice and easy to get out there and crack on. So let's go and kick off the Tommy 10k challenge. Morning everyone. Oh, Tommy 10k falling in. So January 1st, it's currently 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm about to rack up a quick 10k. It's been a while since I've posted on this channel, so just introduce myself. My name's Ben, ex-forces. Just living a regular life, I guess. And this is me raising money for charity again. So for those that didn't see the Help for Heroes challenge, the 150 miler in July, this is me doing just a 10k this morning. So while rest at world sleeps and cures a hangover, I'm out in rain clocking up some Ks. And this morning I'm bringing you on this journey with me. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So I've just started Strava. An idea is just to walk from my little village in Whitwell all the way out to Worktop town, and hopefully, from calculations from last time, the big roundabout before you get into Worktop should be around the 5k mark. So then all I need to do is about turn and swing back. Why am I doing it all on the first day? Well, simple. Get it out of the way, really. And even more so, it gives me plenty of time through the month to take on more challenges, or even do it again a few times. Who knows? But for now, I'm just going to knock out this 10k, get back, and through video, I'll give you a few sit reps on where I am, how I'm feeling, what it's doing, and if any of you are out there wanting to take part, simply get in touch with Royal British Legion Industries. Go on Facebook, you can sign up there, that's where I signed up. Get you sent a t-shirt through post, and get raising awareness for our UK veterans. This is t-shirt you get, Tommy 10k, and you get like bit of a welcome pack as well, so you can have a read through it and soak up all information about everything that they're all doing. helps give you a better understanding then about where all the funds go that are raised for Royal British Legion Industries. So yeah, really bright things on the horizon for UK veterans. So just walking down this road now, out of Whitwell into a little village called Hodthorpe, and then down towards the A60, I think it is, and then I'll left turn at A60 all the way up into Worksop. I'll clock my distance there, and yeah, just as soon as I hit that 5 kilometre mark, I'll turn around and head off back. But it's as simple as this really, just trainers, gear, and some walking. But for any of you that are thinking that it's a weighted walk or you've got to be in full kit, you've not. It's just, you do it your way, so you can walk it, run it, bike it, anything that you prefer. It's all up to you. I just prefer to do it in full kit, because then it's that worst case scenario then, and I don't know, it only gets easier after that if I want to take a bit of weight out or even go down to just a run or a walk. And it's as easy as this, just plodding on, one foot in front of the other, and just getting stuck in. And probably easiest way of taking part in the challenge as well. Sit rep, 0.95 miles. It is in kilometres on the app, and everyone knows Strava. It just plays musical measurements with you as you're actually using it, but it is set in kilometres, I can assure you. But it's actually giving it me in miles real time. But 0.95 miles, and around 16 minutes, I think it were. Probably about a 4 mile an hour pace, so doing all right, nice and steady. Again, 1st of January. Don't want to be absolutely hammering myself, and I ain't done a challenge like this since July last year. And hopefully this year I can get one done a month, or even a few done in a few months. So there's actually 2 going off in March. Won't mind getting both of them done for 2 different organisations as well. So I'll drop all links in the descriptions of the fundraisers if you want to donate. It's not obligatory, you don't have to. The websites, the charity, the organisations I'm doing it for, and that way, you know, if you want to support, or even if you want to take part, you can just go onto the website, go onto link, and sign up and come and join in. So now I'm just going down through a little village called Hodthorpe, down to A60, and I'll probably give you another sit rep between here and there. And then when I get to A60, it's going to be a left turn all the way up to Worksop. I hope no one's feeling rough this morning, by the way. 1st of January, 7:30 in the morning. A few people might have had a few too many last night. Don't blame me. I don't drink, but I don't blame you. 2024 were a year to forget, weren't it? So, let's press on. So yeah, this is how easy it is, just sticking to pavement and just walking down. It's as easy as that. I've got a really nice big back area up where I live, so I could just circle that all day if I really wanted to, but this weather it's a bit boggy, and quite like the idea of getting some miles covered via road. That's the new estate in Hodthorpe. You remember from last videos, if you watched them, if you scroll back, it was just a building site in July when I walked down. The house closest to school is named the Huntley. Yeah, let that soak in. Right next to school, and it overlooks into the playground, and they've called it the Huntley. And yeah, whatever kind of weirdos are behind that, I'll let you run with it, but it's not ideal. We're just coming sort of out of Hodthorpe now. All over there in distance behind those trees, that's all Welbeck and Clumber Park Estate over there. Quite fortunate to have that on doorstep. As a through route to Clumber Park, it's around 8.2 miles, so not sticking to the road, obviously on pathways where you can walk as well, so it's a bit more direct, and wouldn't mind doing that for a future challenge. Walking there, having an ice cream at some, and then walking back. sit rep. Just come out to Rodthorpe and I am at 1.62 miles, I think it is. I'll put it on the screen now, 1.62 miles. Good pace, not out of breath, feeling good, feeling energised. I'm actually taking on loads of water as well, if anyone wonder what this is for. It's a camel pack attached to my bag. I'll probably do a bit of a rundown in my kit later on and show you what I bring with me, but first, just want to get this 10k out of the way and then I can focus on all that stuff afterwards. Yeah, what we at, 27 minutes. So a nice steady pace, slower than what I've normally done, but it's not a chore. Quite enjoying it, it's quite nice. Feet aren't rubbing, no blisters or anything yet. Same trainers on as what I did my 150 miler in. So the trainers know my feet, yeah? A lot of you won't understand that, but my trainers know my feet. They're very aware of who they are. I'll spin you around in a minute, but just coming down to A60 now, which is Mansfield Road, links Worksop to Mansfield. And then I'm going to left turn up towards Worksop. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling really good. No aches, no pains, no rubbing. And with regards to all that stuff, I'll probably talk you through how to look after yourself as well while you're doing this. And just some probably extra fitness tips that you can take on board. And also, I'm not going to go through a meal plan, I'm not one of them guys, but I'll show you a meal that I have regularly, and it is the most energising meal known to mankind, and it's changed my life in the last couple of months. So definitely feeling more ready than ever to do this. Right, let's get down to this first RV rendezvous, and then I'll left turn. So here we have crossroads for A60. This brings you back up to Rodthorpe. That's can't remember what lane it is now. Broad Lane or something. Broad Lane, I can't remember. But my objective is to get around this corner. See, round about now I'm at 1.9 something miles. I'm not doing a sit rep on the screen because I just know it. Round about 1.9 miles. So yeah, we're doing well. And now it's just a straight road up here into Worksop town, but I'll do a sit rep when I actually get to the first roundabout. So my estimate is that that's where the 5k is going to be. If it's any shorter, I'll still press on to the roundabout. How's about that? Just to be safe. But this path, it's a very narrow path. There's no path on that side of the road. It's just overgrown over years and no one's come to sort it. Oak trees are overhanging. In July, it were even worse because it were all overgrown. Like, all leaves were sticking out and everything. Whereas now it's a bit easier to see down. So yeah, I'll press on up here. There's actually a farmhouse halfway down this road. I'll do a sit rep when I get there. Sit rep, currently at 2.41 miles. Just going past the farmhouse on the A60, just on your way up into Worksop. Yeah, going really well. So 2.41 miles is about 3.9 kilometres. So from here to roundabout, yeah, probably pretty much going to smash it. I just want to make sure I smash it, so I'll cross over to the other side and go from there. I mean, even if we do a solid 4 miles and then turn around, even that converts, 8 miles converts to, you know, over 10k, so it's all in good timing so far. I hope anybody that's doing this challenge, by the way, I hope you're all motivated this morning and ready to go. And you know, there's a bunch of people on group on Facebook that are all panicking about doing 10k. Do it at your own pace, stretch it out. It can sometimes be more enjoyable by doing 200 meters a day, but this is me doing 10k pretty much all in one gulp, and I've got some ideas up my sleeve about how to rack up some more Ks, because it is 10k your way. And I think what I'm going to do is try and do a couple of different approaches. We'll see. I feel a bit old and a bit fat to be doing all that stuff, but we'll see. Might just make it a bit fun. and hopefully give some of you guys a bit more motivation to get out, because I know a lot of you are really worried. There was a time a few years ago where me doing 10k on a morning like today, absolutely no go, no way. But now, a bit of a changed fella, and you fellas and fellettes can be as well. So let's plod on up here. I'll spin you around and show you where we are anyway. So still on A60, walked all the way from down there. Just got Bittern Hill here. It sort of peaks on top where you've got a steady drop down to the roundabout. Some of you might know where I am. So let's have a steady stroll up there. But yeah, still plodding on, still going, feet not rubbing, feel great. So all's good at the minute. All is good. So there we are, there's a sign for workshop, motorway Chesterfield, all down that way. And yeah, I'm going to plod on this way, and roundabout's just here. What I'll do, I'll cross over in a second over here, walk down that side, and just give me them extra few meters instead of going on inside at roundabout here. So make sure no human flatteners are coming. And I'll get on to the other side at roundabout, do a sit rep there, calculate it, see how far I am. And then the easiest bit is literally just turning around and walking back home. And here we are, sort of works at roundabout. So that's Chesterfield Road, Mansfield Road carries on down this way. I'm going to cross over and get to the first house on that side of the road. What I like to do is cross over here, so I've got at least this bit to stand on to be able to then watch other way folk coming. So chucking it down, I don't mind getting wet, my feet are already soaking, but I don't know, sometimes when your feet are wet doing these sort of challenges, it helps you a little bit. Like I feel like there's less rubbing when you've got moist feet. Who knows? That's a theory I've got, and tends to work quite well. That 150 miler I did in July, that were, I think, 16 days I completed it in. Some days I only did a couple of miles, and some days I did like 19 miles. So it's how much you're willing to push yourself on day, really. Still building these ones. Look, if you remember from last videos, these were just foundations at floor. Right, so we are currently at 3.15 miles, and calculation wise it should be about 5.05, 5.06 kilometers. So we've already done halfway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another 50 paces down this way. Let's do that now, and I'll turn around and head back so that I know I'm definitely going over my 10-kilometer mark. And again, Strava, it'll give it you in increments. It's a bit random, really. If you set it to kilometers, it'll finish in kilometers. But sometimes it might log your mileage in miles, even though you've got it set differently. So you have to kind of just take it with a pinch. And but if you just work it out and just sort of round it up, then you can't really go wrong. And yeah, easy going, easy stuff. So I'm down here near house, I was just going into workshop now. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to stop here, turn around, and go back the other way. Simple as that. And all I need to do now is walk home for a bath. And I've done my 10k. So, let's get into it. And remember, people, these challenges aren't for everybody. So if you're struggling, it's all right. And it's the entire month of January as well. So please don't punish yourself. Look after your feet, do your stretches off, and you'll be absolutely fine. Anyway, let's go. So I actually want to get just around this bend a little bit before I cross over, because idiots, maniacs this time of day that are all fueled up after Christmas, New Year's Eve last night. I don't want them writing me off, because imagine trying to do the rest of the journey with a broken leg. Not for me. Oh, right. Back onto the straight and narrow. Best part is, this bit's now a slow descent. But when we get back to Hodthorpe and Whitwell, it is a climb back up again. And hopefully you can hear me because wind is absolutely howling. But we'll plod on. Saying I'll cross over in a minute. I don't want to cross over yet because I want to keep my outer radius as wide as possible. That way I'm clocking up extra like meters and feet, and it all does add up. So try not to, for example, if you're out in the middle of that field, you don't want to take the smallest ring you can. You want to get right out and do the biggest ring you can. So by sticking to my outer radius like this path here now, until the point where I have to cross over, I'm getting that extra distance in. So just remember that as well. Like here, look, I can't go any further because there's no path, so I have to cross over. But I'm going to walk right to the end of where I can, which is here. Make sure there's no coming, and then cross over. And now I've got sort of no choice but to be on this side. So yeah, keeping your outer radius as wide as possible will help clock you those extra meters, and they all add up, especially when it's kilometers. They all add up. Sit rep 4.03 miles. Again, we've only got to get to 6.2 or over. I know from where I am now it's more than 2 miles back, plus a little bit more. And we've just gone past the farmhouse, which is sort of the halfway point on A60 from the junction from Hodthorpe into Worksop. So all in good timing, feeling really good. Feet aren't aching, legs aren't aching, and yeah, prepare properly for challenges like this, and they just feel loads easier, making you want to just do it again and again. So yeah, make sure you look after yourself, people. That's where we are. I'm going to get down here to the junction for Hodthorpe and turn in, and I'll catch up with you then. Just walking down A60, and you notice all these street lights, look, they're all turned off. All the way back right down into Worksop town. And there's just one that's turned on. And that, if I was a street lamp, I'd be that one. Sit rep, currently at 4.55 miles. Just coming into Hodthorpe now, so there's A60. Worksop's that way, Mansfield's that way. That's Broad Lane. So I'm going to walk you back up this way now, just the way we came into Hodthorpe, and it's like a nice steady incline now all the way back up into Whitwell where I live. So yeah, get some calf muscles moving as well. It's always nice to finish on a high because you feel like you've accomplished more. So don't ignore the hills, people, definitely include them. So I'll spin you around and show you the view as of now. It doesn't feel right, but if there's no paths anywhere, you always want to be walking towards traffic so you can quickly just hop over to one side if a car comes. Problem is, all this grass down this side of this road, it's actually somebody's garden, so I don't really want to be walking on it. And not only that, but it's a bit more comfortable walking on tarmac. Feet are doing alright. I've actually got a bit of a stone rubbing in my left foot, I think, or a bit of my trainer's come away. I can feel something just on my heel, just rubbing, but we're all good. Done on first day, don't need to worry about it for tomorrow, but I'll talk you through healthcare and body care and all that stuff as we go on through the month. Right, just going around this corner now into Hodthorpe. Just see Hodthorpe village up there. So we'll get up there and probably get to the top of Hodthorpe where train bridges and do a sit rep there for you, just to give you an idea of distance I'm covering so far. And here we are, just climbing back into Hodthorpe village. Nice and steady, lovely pace, not punishing myself, and yeah, I feel great for it. So let's keep plodding on. Got a fellow resident there flying the flag that matters. Well, they all matter, don't they? But that one in particular, especially for what I'm doing right now. Right, keep plodding on up here. Left foot, I think I've got something in my trainer. I'm nearly home anyway, so I'll not fret too much, but definitely something rubbing. I think it's either a little twig or something, just something that's flew up into my train, I'm not sure. So we're just pushing on back up through Oddthorpe now. It's New Estate on left. So when I get up to the top of this hill up here, and I'll do a sit rep for you all. Sit rep, 5.5 mile. So should do over the 6.2 required. Just on train bridge now. Not quite sure where. Oh, that takes you to Worksop, I know that. So we've got a nice flat area now, just coming into Whitwell, which is village I live in. And then just another steady incline up, then a dip, then one more rise, and we're all good. So here, look, nice straight flat bit. So we had that incline coming up into Oddthorpe, and now it's nice and flat. Right, just coming up into Whitwell now. Well, I pretty much am in Whitwell. So I'm going to go up here, past Butcher's, and then it's a drop down here, and then an incline back up again. So here we are, it's Browett Hill. Drop down here now towards Cenotaph Memorial plinth, and then it's a good gradient back up to the street I live on. And here we are, the ones that made the ultimate sacrifice. A lot of people in today's world will think I'm crazy doing this in the morning, but all these guys did it for a lot less, believe it or not, and we can't thank you enough. Right, just scooting right side at Whitwell Community Centre. This is where incline starts. It's not the steepest one in the world, but it's only small, but it's probably the steepest incline on this entire walk. It's just here, look, just where it bends off left up there, and I'll show you. Yeah, so up here, look. So it's a nice workout for the legs to finish on. So you can really press through as well these inclines. Makes them a little bit easier when you come to do them like tomorrow. So don't ignore them, people. Makes all the flat bits and the like small inclines feel like nothing. So when you get to a little hill like this, just really press through it with your feet and legs. And again, keeping my radius nice and wide, because I'm about to turn left down here in a minute. So I don't want to cross over there yet. I want to get up here as far as I can, like probably about here, and then cross over, and that way I've got them extra few meters in. Sit rep, 6.3 miles, so we've pretty much done it. Now what I've got to do is just head down this straight road and to the finish line. So I'll get down there and probably do a bit of a debrief with you all, but yeah, ultimately already it's been quite a nice stroll. It's not been too hectic, it's not been too much, and yeah, just goes to show that anyone can just get up and do it. Yeah, so a nice steady stroll down this road now. See, I live just down here and up to the right. I'm just going to take you down to a bit of grass where I used to do my debriefs on challenge last year, and a bit of an open space there as well. Oh, someone's cooking breakfast this morning. Oh, it smells good. I like my bacon just to start going a bit brown as well. Tell you what, some meals I've been cooking lately, really healthy as well, and I'm normally one of them where if I'm hungry, I'll be able to get a bag of Haribo down before I even think about getting anything cooked. I'm a changed man. And there we have it, people. So so we're about 6.58 miles. It'll be on the screen now, I'll put it on. But from here I've still got to walk actually home. This is where I just come to do my outros. So I think it's over 10 kilometres anyway, so we've smashed it basically, but it's about 10.3 10.2 or 10.3 or something, I'm not sure, but we've smashed it anyway. First day, it's not even 10 o'clock yet and we've absolutely nailed it. Yeah, well, now isn't the time for me to start loitering. I'm going to get off home, get loads of stretches done, get a bath, have a nice soak, look after my feet, get plenty of talc on them, people, as well. Don't ignore them. Even if they feel fine, get some talc on them, get some cream on them, look after yourself. And like some of you women might be alright, because I think you do it on a regular anyway, don't you? I know my missus does. But you fellas out there, just remember, she's got some. So, like I say, thank you for joining me on this one, and thanks to RBLI for having me. And we're not going to stop here. We're going to carry on. We're going to do some more. And I don't know, everything looks a bit low down here, doesn't it? Everything looks a bit not in the sky. So I think next time we might have to go up, and I'm sure there's a mountain somewhere I can get up for you. Get your fluids on board, get home, get a good meal down you, eat healthy, and if there's no better time to take on this challenge and start making some changes yourself, it's right now. New Year's resolutions, get them in place and start making a better you, and I promise you, you'll feel loads better for it. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. There's going to be some more, so please stay tuned. Subscribe if you want, like the video. Subscribing is completely free of charge, and it just means that any future videos I post, you'll be first to be notified. And comments, drop some comments down below. Let me know if you're up for it, if there's any future challenges you want to do. I'll be doing one at least every month this year. So if there's any that you want to do, ask away and I'll be able to fire some answers at you and give you some recommendations. So I'd just like to thank you all for your support, everyone that donates, everyone that even watches the videos. It's all in support of UK veterans, that support that all these great organisations such as RBLI are trying to provide for them, and so far they're all doing an incredible job. If you don't know much about the work that RBLI are doing for our veterans at the minute, get onto the website, have a look. Like, life-changing, absolutely life-changing. So thank you all for your support, and yeah, I'm gonna go home, get a bath, get some breakfast, and I will see you on the next one. And get me a coffee.